Hello and welcome. We're at the track covering the sport of kings. Coming up, the favourites are beaten in the main events in Jamaica and Trinidad and Tobago. Massive stakes wins in the USA for Jamaican trainers Charlton Baker and Jose Pinchin. And more added money success in Canada for Barbadian jockey Rocco Walcott and T&T's Keishan Balgobin. Let's go quickly to Trinidad and Tobago first.
7 starters at Santa Rosa Park for the nursery stakes for 2-year-olds. Number 1, Shamelia, 2-1 second favourite. The 4-horse Set Sail, well fancied at 7-2. The hot 1-5 favourite. The 6-horse This Could Run. Former champion jockey Brian Boodramsing astride. One of the 5 entries from Harold Chady's barn. Here's Nick Chady's call.
They head around the turn here. Set Sail showing the way. Shamelia is right there toward the fence, toward the outside. This Could Run through the opening quarter here. That was 23-3. And Set Sail shows the way by 2 here. Set Sail under a hand ride is showing the way. Now under the whip on the outside as This Could Run. Toward the inside, Shamelia trying to come out of a little bit of a pocket there, but Set Sail has opened up by 5 here. Set Sail now given a shake of the reins by Sheldon Rodrigo and is running away. Look at this here. Set Sail gone. Set Sail is coming down to the finish to win it and win it well.
The favourite This Could Run soundly beaten into second. His stablemate Set Sail on a canter by 10.5 lengths. Jockey Sheldon Rodrigo a mere passenger as Affiliate dominates the 5 furlong sprint, strikingly in 59.80 seconds. The Poon Tip stud farm bred only 4/5 of a second outside Blue Tequila's track record for owner Dave Chady and trainer Harold Chady.
To Jamaica now. The weekend's main event was the Governor General Stakes, a main prep event for next month's Super Stakes. A small field of 6 going 10 furlongs.
Number 3, the 2-5 favourite Perfect Neighbour, the 2013 Jamaica Derby winner and 2015 champion steer from Wayne DaCosta's barn. Number 5, Franfield, the reigning Super Stakes champion, a 7-5 second favourite. And 6, former St. Leger winner Superluminal at 2-1 odds. Bran Rickman picks them up down the backstretch.
A half a mile to run in the Governor General Stakes, and the battle up front continues. Superluminal testing Franfield all the time. Perfect Neighbour is now left 5 lengths back in third, but being urged to catch up as the leaders slip past the 3. A huge gap back to Tyrannis, showing nothing at the moment. Neither Wonder Girl, and now Big Mistake is last. At the 5/16th, Franfield continues to thwart the onslaught of on the outside Superluminal, and Franfield turns for home, stepping off the rail. Superluminal is on the outside. Perfect Neighbour now wound up for run as they drive past the final 3/16th, and it is Franfield travelling strong at the furlong pole. Perfect Neighbour now begins to edge closer. Superluminal looks to have had enough, but it is Franfield in full flight. A 16th remaining. Franfield out in front under Bebito Harvey, and they're not going to catch this Franfield and Bebito Harvey. They win the Governor General Stakes. Perfect Neighbour is second.
What a run that was by Franfield, dismissing the heavy favourite Perfect Neighbour to score by a solid 4 lengths under apprentice rider Bebito Harvey. Owned by Elite Bloodstock Limited, Franfield clocked 2 minutes 8.60 for the 10 furlong trip for trainer Richard Azan.
The USA is our next stop, where Jamaican trainers Charlton Baker and Jose Pinchin had massive triumphs. A Grade 1 stakes win in New York for Charlton, and in Florida, Pinchin with a US $500,000 victory.
Here's Pinchin's undefeated colt 3 Rules turning the $500,000 Florida sire in reality stakes at Gulfstream into a total no contest.
3 Rules is getting away up front. 3 Rules by 3/4 in 1:12 3. He's up top by 5 or 6. The Great Collection is flat to the boards from second. Then Don't Come Knocking from the back in front loaded, but at the top of the stretch, here's Florida Bred Perfection. Here's 3 Rules on a 9-length lead inside the final furlong. Cornelio Velasquez and 3 Rules with a ticket to the Breeders' Cup after a stylish victory in the In Reality, wrapped up in 8 in top.
Pinchin's 3 Rules equals the trainer's biggest ever win. He had another US $500,000 score in the Florida Sire My Dear Girl Stakes 2 years ago with Holywell. 3 Rules now under minimum urging from top jockey Cornelio Velasquez wins the In Reality by 10 lengths, clocking 1:44.63 for 8.5 furlongs. 3 Rules now has 5 lifetime wins and as many starts by a combined margin of 31 lengths at Gulfstream, and he's now bound for the $2 million Breeders' Cup Juvenile on the 5th of November at California's Santa Anita Racetrack. Charlton Baker's win came at Belmont. Check out his number 3 horse, back of the field, about to win, no joking. That's the name of the horse, Joking, about to pounce on the leaders in the Vosburgh Stakes.
XY Jet will turn for home with a 2-length lead here in the Vosburgh. Runs a half in 44 seconds flat. And they're into the stretch, and it's XY Jet. Into the stretch with a 2-length lead. Here's Stalwalking Dude coming up on the outside. Between those two, it's Holy Boss. Joking is trying to put in a run, and Weekend Hideaway is down on the inside. And now it is Stalwalking Dude. Weekend Hideaway inside, on the outside comes Joking. And Joking's going to go by them all. Joking wins the Vosburgh.
For one of the biggest victories of his career, Baker sees his 7-year-old gelding on the improve in his advancing years, winning the Vosburgh by a length. Joking at 4-1 odds gets the win in this Win You're In contest for the $1.5 million Breeders' Cup Sprint next month at Santa Anita. On the same day, Baker also had stake success at the Finger Lakes racetrack as his 2-year-old gelding Gold for the King won the US $220,000 New York Breeders' Futurity.
Before we go, At the Track, not complete without stories of Caribbean jockeys making headlines in Canada. This time, Edmonton-based Rocco Bowen of Barbados and Keishan Balgobin of Trinidad and Tobago. Well, they headed further west for some major victories in Vancouver.
Here at the Hastings Racecourse, Walcott in the Ballerina Stakes drives the 9-5 bet Snuggles to a fighting win. The prolific Walcott speeding toward a magnificent 6th consecutive jockey's title at Northlands Park, working hard to fight off fancied rivals for the victory. A 17th stakes win overall this for Walcott this season. Snuggles at 9-5 odds gets the win, chased by the 5-2 bet Victress and the marginal 9-5 favourite Touching Promise, clocking 150.26 in victory over 8.5 furlongs. Balgobin had to fight even harder for his victory in the BC Premier Stakes, using the front-running 9-5 favourite Killin' Me Smalls to repel a tremendous late surge from the 30-1 outsider Venetian Mask. Killin' Me Smalls stout in victory as the 9-5 favourite, completing back-to-back wins in this event. Venetian Mask second, ahead behind as Killin' Me Smalls gives Balgobin a 9th stakes win of this current campaign.
We've been at the track covering top stories in the sport of kings. Check us out again next week.